I decided how to show you guys how to set up for trial 3 because this trial is very difficult and without the right air units and the right setup, it's basically impossible.
I'm going to defeat you!
I have Noclypso here with me because you cannot beat this alone. I mean, you can, but it will be very difficult to do so and you need the right units. So Noclypso has Ace and I don't have Ace, so he's really necessary on my team.
So we're gonna show you guys how to set up perfectly to beat this 100%. So if you guys are having trouble with this trial, just make sure to follow this video.
So for this trial, I'm going to be using a Stark. He's going to be my ground unit. And the reason I chose Stark is because he's cheap. He will be cheap to place down and cheap to upgrade. And his DPS is like 903. So it'll be perfect for this trial because money is a very hard thing to come by. I'll also have a Mihawk, which I'll end up using at the end of rounds because Noclypso is going to handle the early rounds for air units. I'll have a Irwin to boost, and I'll have a Bulma to make money. And that's basically all you need for one of the players. That 2 extra slots for units, you don't need them. I'm going to start off playing over here, and I'm going to place a Stark right here, and Noclypso is going to place his aces right over here. And we're gonna end up boosting right here. So Noclypso's job will be to boost over here. So basically, when you guys are playing this and you guys are doing duel, make sure that one of you setup is right here with Irwin and the other one will be right here with the Mihawk.
Okay guys, so pretty much the setup for the player that's using Ace, what you're gonna be doing is you're gonna be using Ace. You're gonna be setting up right here on this platform. You're gonna be needing also Bulma, and you'll also need Irwins. And pretty much that's what you're going to be doing. You're going to place down one maxed out fully Bulma, and then just focus on placing down at least 3 aces at first. After you get your 3 aces down, then you're going to focus on placing down a bit of Irwins and start buffing. And then as you collect more money from your Bulma, you just finish up putting up a bunch of aces, and eventually you get all 8 down. But as we do this, guys, you guys will see how it's done. So don't worry about it if you don't understand how to do it yet. Now also another thing is that when you do set up your Irwins at this area, the player that's not using Ace and is going to be using Mihawk, mainly like one Mihawk, he's going to also help you out by placing down ground units like the Stark right here, as Richie X is doing. So I'm going to be able to buff this character right here with my Irwin, so he does not have to worry about buffing this character, and he can focus on his Mihawk, which he will place down right over here. Now the reason why he wants it right over here and why you want Mihawk right over here is because of this road. And you're going to be using the AoE of Mihawk to kill most of the air units.
Alright, so I'm going to level up Stark over here. And after we give him 3 upgrades before he's 1000, we're going to keep him at that. And then we're going to place Bulma's down. The reason why it's better to do it this way, the way Noclypso and I are doing, is because I don't have to focus on my ground units in boosting them. He can basically do that by boosting his air units and the ground unit. So it's better to place it here than it is over here or maybe at the start. It's basically useless to place it there, and most likely they will end up defeating you. Do you triple boost in the back?
Yeah, I triple boost.
Right, so you will also need to triple boost in the back and with the Mihawks over here. With this trial, it's also very important in my opinion to make sure that you're paying attention to each wave and you're not skipping it, because each second basically matters with this trial. If you don't place a Bulma down at the right second and maximize her, later on the match might not end the way you would like it to end. It has to be right with each wave. So basically I'm going to keep my Stark at upgrade 2 when he's doing 184 damage. Now I could place a Bulma down, and this should be enough to take down everyone for now. Right now this basically should be enough to take everyone down. We shouldn't have to worry about it, and we will have time to place Bulmas down. Alright, by wave 4, Noclypso already has a Bulma down, and I'm going to place my Bulma down now. I'm going to give her her very first upgrade, and just basically wait for the round to go on, and upgrade my Bulma instead of my Stark at this point. With 2 aces from Noclypso and 1 Stark that's doing 184 damage, we should be good for a couple of rounds. Now that we have enough before the next wave begins, we're going to upgrade our Bulma, so she will give the 380 next wave instead of the 100.
Come over here. So also guys, another thing that's really important is that you set one of your aces to strongest and the other one to first, because then the strongest will attack, the strongest one well, the first one will always be just mowing down the one that's first in the line. So it's best to do that because then you'll be attacking multiple units at once, not just always attacking the first one and that's it. This way you could pretty much melt everything and not worry about anything getting through. Because sometimes when you focus on like only one unit, then they can get by since the range of Ace is not that great on his first upgrade.
What's your favorite unit in the game right now? Like when it comes to flying, what do you think is the best?
Honestly, infinite mode, definitely Mihawk, man. Mihawk all the way. But for story mode, it's either Ace or Broly.
Why do you think Ace is not good on the longer rounds for infinity mode?
Oh, he's good, but I just think Mihawk is better because
Yeah,
of
yeah.
AoE.
That's true, that's true. So by wave 5, I already have my Stark at upgrade 4. And when I do reach to 1,000, I am going to give him his final upgrade. So then I could actually focus on just my Bulmas and not have to worry about units at all. Is Ace a cheap character to upgrade and place down?
Yeah, he's a cheap character to place down and to upgrade him the first time, but then he gets a little bit expensive. But altogether, he's pretty cheap.
Alright, so Stark, we could finally upgrade him. And 920 damage just from Stark alone. So now, when Noclypso will boost his Aces and Stark, it will be a lot of DPS. So we're gonna keep our Stark at last, and later on in the game, we're going to end up having 2 more Starks. If you guys do have the money before the next wave, always upgrade the Bulma. Once you upgrade Bulma, she will make double the money the next wave, and not 1,000 or 380, for example. She will make 1,000 with her next upgrade instead of 380. There you go. I'm gonna quickly upgrade her. There you go. Now she's making 930 instead of 380 for the next round. So by wave 6, we already have a Erwin down, 3 Aces, and 1 Stark. And my Stark is already maxed out. And we are already basically boosting them with the 1 Erwin.
The only reason why I have 1 down right now, usually when I have 6, is because I want to make sure that like it kills everything. I don't want anything to get past, so I just put it down. Extra security measure, you know? Gotta watch out.
It's better to be safe than sorry. These trials take a very long time because the air units are slow.
Yeah.
Wave 7, I'm going to upgrade my next Bulma, and I'm going to just wait till I get that 100 and upgrade her again. And afterwards, I'm going to place the next Stark down to give Noclypso some more backup at the back. Alright, we have enough. Let's give her the next upgrade. Both of them will be making 1,000 each round now, basically, which will be beneficial for us a lot. We're gonna have to place another Bulma down after we place a Stark. And with 3 Bulmas, we're gonna have 2 maxed out and just 1 Bulma at upgrade 2 or 3 to make 1,000 extra. Then we could focus on our Mihawks and placing Erwins.
Alright, so I finally got my Bulma maxed out. So now I'm just gonna be focused on getting these Erwins down. And then also upgrading these Aces pretty much. Also, like I said before, guys, make sure to have at least like 2 or 3 Aces set on strongest.
And now it's time for our another Stark. Once the cloner comes in, you could basically put down your other Stark. So wave 8, we got just enough to upgrade one of our Bulmas to max. That's exactly what we're going to do. You need Bulmas. Both of you guys need Bulmas 100% in order to do this. Money is too difficult to come by in this trial.
I think I got enough wood to set up another Erwin real quick. Do that. So now once you got 2 Erwins set up, guys, pretty much you have infinite boost. That's why I like to set up 2 real quick. How closer to getting a Mihawk?
We're at wave 8. So first I'm going to upgrade my Star. Afterwards I'm going to upgrade my Bulma. And then I could place a Mihawk down.
We're doing pretty good so far. This trial gets really hard at like wave 12, man. At wave 12, it just gets insane.
Yeah, by wave 12, the air units are coming in with like 12,000 health. And the ground units as well. And it's very difficult to take down those units when there's so many of them. And they're all at like 10,000 health. Alright, so on my end, whoever is running my setup should have their Stark maxed out by now at wave 9. One of the Bulmas at max. And the other one Bulma 1 upgrade away from max. For Noclypso's side, what are you missing from being max level, Noclypso?
So max Bulma, you need that for sure. And after you got the max Bulma down, you want to place down 3 Aces. Upgrade them each by 1 or by twice, however you want. But right after you got those down, you want to work on your Erwins. Because after you buff them, they deal some good amount of damage. If you got a maxed out Ace, because mine's level 54. If you got a max one out, then that's going to be like even better.
So we're basically playing on time because we both know by wave 12 this trial is going to get very difficult. So I basically have 3 more rounds to get my Bulma max level and place on a Mihawk so I can support Noclypso. If I can't get that done, then the trial will defeat us. So now we have 2 maxed out Bulmas. Now we basically just wait and hope that our Mihawk and Erwin, I could place it down quick enough for it to save the game. By wave 10, we have 5,700 now. Now we could place our Mihawk. Now this is very important. You gotta make sure that Mihawk is aligned on the road for maximum damage.
This road right here.
So there you go. Now he's aligned, and now he's going to be swinging his sword basically straight down here. And what's good is I'm going to have him triple boosted by Erwin's, and he's going to have them triple boosted by Erwin's too. So from this side and from this side, over here basically is the maximum damage. I'm gonna place our first Erwin right over here. Just gonna boost our Mihawk to just give some little help as much as he can. He's not really upgraded yet, only 300 damage, but that's still better than nothing. At the end of the day, use everything you can to your advantage.
Now, one thing I want to make sure you guys know, the people that are using Mihawk, is you gotta watch out for one thing. Now, when you're boosting with Mihawk, like boosting with Erwin and everything, you want to make sure your Mihawk is ready when the enemies get to this point, like this point right here. Because if you activate it too late, what's gonna happen is that the Doflamingo enemies are gonna start flying over here, right? And your Mihawk is gonna be forced to attack the ones that are not aligned with the road. And therefore your AoE is not gonna work, and you're gonna be attacking just a single enemy with Mihawk. You're not gonna be doing what you needed to be doing with Mihawk to attack the whole row. So if you mess that up and not activate the buffs early, then Flamingo will get past, and then it's over. You're over.
Most important thing is basically having your Mihawk set up and boosting it properly. If you miss even just by a little bit with your Erwins, it's over. You have to pay attention, and you gotta be on time with your Mihawk boost. We're going to be able to set up our Erwins and our Mihawk properly, thankfully. And after we do so, then we're gonna place another Bulma in order to save money and possibly place another Mihawk down. It's going to boost at round 11. We don't really have to boost my Mihawk yet, but it's still better to do so, as I said before.
Also, the reason why you guys want to do this setup with the aces right here is because the aces will make sure that these enemies are not getting to this point right here, helping out the Mihawk, always having all the enemies on the road. So he's always gonna be landing his AoE attack on all the enemies.
We're basically missing one more Erwin, and then afterwards it will be set up fully. In case some of you guys don't know how to triple boost your Erwin, you have to set it up like this. Make sure that the range of this Erwin is reaching this range, but not any of the other attacks. But you won't have any issue with that because your attack should be set up over here, not over here in the first place. So this should be common sense. Just set it up the way I did and you should be okay. We got 3,000, and the reason we're not going to spend it on our Bulma is because we want to get Mihawk to his next upgrade so he will do more DPS damage.
I'm gonna get him maxed out ASAP.
It's better to get one Mihawk maxed out than having 2 Mihawks down. Noclypso will also give a boost with 2 aces over here for applying some burning damage. So when they do reach over here, they'll still be burning, and then Ace will do more burning damage on top of that. We will need all the assists because this trial, the health system is insane. They'll be very strong. We're just gonna wait until they reach this line and boost right away. Here you go. We're gonna start activating it. And boom. Now he's going to do 434 damage, which is still not the best. He will need his upgrades to give maximum damage. And also, you want to keep Mihawk on first. Do not put him on last. Once you boost Mihawk, you will have to boost Mihawk again and again and again. It won't be okay if you just boost him once and then not worry about it. You gotta keep a continuous boost on all of the units. By wave 13, Mihawk is 1 upgrade away from being max. You think the new trial is going to be very, very difficult, Noclypso?
All I know is that the new trial that they're gonna be releasing is gonna be as difficult as this or even harder, man. I don't know. Like, trials are usually really hard, but like, you know, when they release new units with that update, those units usually make up for it, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, usually the new units are always more powerful than the old units.
Yeah, so see how that goes. Now, I'm just hoping that the next update is a Black Clover update, that's all.
Yeah, that would be pretty cool. At wave 13, the person that's doing my setup, they should be focusing on Erwin's. and keeping an eye on them, because as soon as the buff runs out, you gotta click on the next buff right away. You cannot miss not even 3 seconds. Trust me, I did that before and we lost multiple times.
I was getting pretty mad at him, guys.
Yeah, I'm just gonna cut that part out.
One thing I realized, every update they make and they release a new unit, they make older units like useless. Like All Might used to be pretty good, but ever since Stark came out, All Might is like useless character now. There's no point in using him.
That's what I was basically saying too. I realized that too. With all of these new cool looking animations and the characters being so cheap and yet so powerful, what's the point of using, let's say, All Might?
Yeah, who cost even more
Exactly.
and is like doing way less. It's weird. I don't know. Their balancing is really weird. Like what I realized is that they're not really just like, making new units and making them more unique. They're just releasing it, more powerful units, and that's it. I just hope they actually release like more unique stuff, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That'd be way better.
it would be. Alright, so our Mihawk is max level now when we still have 2,800. So we're going to place another Bulma. And we're going to upgrade her. And afterwards, we're going to place either another Stark down or another Mihawk. We will see which one we will need.
Get ready to buff. They're about to come.
Yeah, so I'm going to start buffing, right? As soon as they reach this, I'm buffing. Alright, I'm just going to start buffing now.
Yeah, buff now. Nice.
And there you go. The
Alright.
buff is on. Now, remember, the buff will be on all of these characters. So the burning will matter as well, because the burning lasts for a while. While Mihawk will just swing his sword, apply multiple damage, and then they're also going to get triple damage from over here.
They're getting melted.
Oh yeah.
Good.
Yeah, we're making this trial look easy, but trust me guys, this trial is very difficult.
It's annoying to be. It's so annoying.
But if you run this setup, guys, you will beat it.
But this is why I like this trial, man, because like you actually gotta use strategy, unlike other, maps and like stuff.
Yes.
You actually gotta use strategy for this one.
Yeah, that's why I like it too. With trials, you gotta use more strategies and think which units you're going to play instead of just using your most overpowered unit, because that might not work.
Yeah. It's more like an infinite mode kind of thing, doing that.
I'm gonna place another Mihawk instead of Stark because we're good on ground. Gonna give him his upgrade, and now we'll have 2 Mihawks doing damage. We're at wave
Sell your
15.
Bulmas.
We're at wave 15, so we're going to sell our Bulmas as well. And now we have enough to actually give our Mihawk his final upgrade. Oh, never mind. We had enough to give Mihawk one more upgrade, and now we have enough to place another Stark and give him max.
Yeah, and I placed on 2 Starks as well. I had enough money left. And that's gonna be for the bosses. That's why you need the Starks at the end. He has 130k health.
They're not even reaching the back?
No.
Jeez. We're gonna buff right away. We're going to boost because the boss is coming. We're gonna give our Stark his final upgrade. Now we have 3 Starks and 2 more Starks that are fully upgraded.
I also placed on another Stark. Alright, yeah, we got this pretty much. It's gonna die. After they reach the aces, the burst damage is gonna go crazy on it because we also got the Starks over here chilling at 3k damage.
Jesus.
So yeah, look, I'm gonna triple buff right now. Look at the Starks, 3k damage. So they're pretty much gonna melt this boss.
At level 61, they have 2,700 damage.
Yeah, you see the health of the boss? It's
Yeah.
just
Oh yeah, he's getting
dude.
shredded.
Yep, it's done. Oh, nice job, man. We did it.
Yep, and that's how you beat Trial 3, guys. There you go. He couldn't even get through this point, guys. He died right over here.
It's not even the boss that's hard. It's the air units.
Yes, I agree. I finally have Flamingo now, but honestly, Ace is really good.
Oh, man, that's boring. But anyway, guys, Ace is pretty good, and that's pretty much it for this video. Hopefully, this helped you guys out, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Keep us supported. Thanks so much for watching the video. Peace out.